Mae Trio, and we're from Melbourne, Australia. We're very excited to be here. It seems like Cardiff is just one big party tonight. I don't know if you always have that wonderful food market going on every day in this city. Maybe it's a Cardiff thing. Pretty cool though. We're also a tiny bit excited to be here because we keep walking past stuff that we've seen in episodes of Doctor Who. You probably hear that all the time. It's a bit novel for us. This is a song that I wrote for our hometown in Central Victoria. The town's called Castlemaine, the song's called Rain. It's a song about how much I really love rain, love it when it rains. It doesn't rain very often at home, and it's pretty exciting when it does. I realise that's maybe a little bit less relatable here, but and it rained on heaven, and it rained on hell, and it drowned. don't know if you're all here to see Warhorse. Is there anyone out there who's sticking around for Warhorse? No? Well, that's really great. Oh, you are? You're gonna love it. It's so good. I don't know if it's been here before. Maybe we had it in Melbourne before you had it in Cardiff. That would be pretty exciting because it usually takes a long time for stuff to reach Melbourne, to reach us all the way down there. But Warhorse is really rad. We're pretty stoked to be kind of opening for it. The song's called Back to the Shore. I'd like to sing for that beautiful, beautiful bay you've got out there. back, and it took us 11 months. And part of the reason it took us such a long time was that I inconveniently had flights booked to go to Canada for 4 of those 11 months, right in the middle of making our CD. And this is a song I wrote while I was on that trip, with half of my mind back at home with the band, and the rest of it in Canadian cities. I wrote this song when I realised what a terrible tourist I made, because I got a little sick of, well, I didn't even really start trying to do the kind of touristy things, visit the museums and the monuments and stuff. And I wrote this song about trying to find something in a place that so many people know and love, to know and love of their very own. I've hit the open road just like songwriters do. I'm so far from the front in this field that the footsteps have faded. That being so, I have never seen grass grow this green. So wash from my ears and in between down to my toes. Oh, feeble my heart grow more like a root and less like a rose. Gently I hit the ground, walking start to speed up. My feet are fumbling, my head is singing, my arms are still holding. Tell me what not to do, and I'll find the rest out myself. So wash from my ears and in between down to my toes. Oh, feeble my heart grow more like a root and less like a rose. I'll keep walking uphill, press myself at the top of the ledge, stand still. I'll keep walking up high. Sunburned cheek, greedy eye. Come, come along, come, carry me tumbling home. Wait, please, wait for me, don't stop without me, just finish off. Oh, please, if you put your ear high enough to the ground, you can feel my feet fall. So wash from my ears and in between down to my toes. Oh, feeble my heart grow more like a root and less like a rose. So wash from my ears and in between down to my toes. Oh, feeble my heart grow more like a root and less like a rose. I've hit the open road just like songwriters do. I'm going to sing a song now that I wrote after I accidentally went on a date. Apparently it happens fairly regularly to various people, but I went out to lunch with this guy and I didn't realise until afterwards that it probably was a date. But I've never met anybody with whom I have less in common. He wanted to get married. He wanted to get married and have kids, and he also wanted to travel the world. But he thought he'd get married and have kids first. and buy a house to put them in. And then he'd go and travel the world and leave them in Australia, and I thought that was a bit backwards. So I wrote this song for his wife. We don't know much about this wife, but we know two things. One of which is that it's not going to be Maggie, and the other thing is that her name is going to be Caroline, because it worked in the song. He asked her if she wanted a white picket fence, and she was scared to death when she realized what he meant. And she was scared of the mud, in sickness and in health, and she was scared of what would happen if she carried on by herself. Oh, my Caroline, by the stars that shine, by the gods in the sky, you shall be forever warm and dry. She had her first child in her first year on her own. She keeps the house clean and she dreads the nights when he comes home. He never notices that something wasn't right. He can't see anything when it is out of sight. Oh, my Caroline, by the stars that shine, by the gods in the sky, you shall be forever warm and dry. She takes the kids to church on Sundays. At his request, she prays to God she can't believe in, hoping for the best. And the world is coming home with every passing day. Sometimes she's singing from the rooftops or hiding far away. Oh, my Caroline, by the stars that shine, by the gods in the sky, you shall be forever warm and dry. Oh, my Caroline, by the stars that shine, by the gods in the sky, you shall be forever warm and dry. When we had a look at this gig, when we found out about this one, we saw that Warhorse was on the same night in the same venue, and we thought it might be quite funny if they'd accidentally booked an Australian band of songwriters to play to do the music for Warhorse. We thought that could be quite exciting if we ended up playing as the soundtrack for the stage show Warhorse. I think I might suggest it to them. It could be like an interesting twist. Maybe like when they do a remix of a song, we could be a remix of the soundtrack for Warhorse. We've never done an international tour before. We're not quite sure how they work yet. Apparently they book you to do your own shows. Play the soundtracks to future productions. This is a song that I wrote for my grandmother, who's recently been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And this song is for her. extraordinary sense of optimism that's come as a result of her loss of inhibitions, and along with an uninhibited capacity to be rude about the other residents of her nursing home in a very, very loud voice. But yeah, she's a remarkable woman. This song's for her. This old town's getting hot every summer, and I'm getting wetter when it rains. These old bones are taking longer to get better, and I don't think they will ever feel the same. The clouds are turning silver around the edges, and I can feel the sunlight on my skin. Water's still running off my feathers. There will be a morning. Oh, sing, sing. The other day seems like it never happened, and I wonder when tomorrow will begin. This old sun turns sides now, and I can feel closing in. The clouds are turning silver around the edges, and I can feel the sunlight on my skin. Water's still running off my feathers. There will be a morning. Oh, come the winter, I don't know what will come or where they'll go, or what we'll have to show. Come the winter, I don't mind what goes your way, who comes mine, it'll all come back in time. I can see daffodils outside my window now, and I know on my knees to make them grow. This old sun is shining on them when it comes, and I don't have to worry when it goes. The clouds are turning silver around the edges, and I can feel the sunlight on my skin. Water's still running off my feathers, and there will be a morning. Oh, the clouds are turning silver around the edges, and I can feel the sunlight on my skin. Water's still running off my feathers, but now there will be a morning. Oh, sing, sing. I'd like to sing a song which I wrote a couple of years ago when I finished high school. My dad always told me that you have to write, that the best music comes out of hardship and oppression and all of those kind of things. He listens to a lot of blues and music that comes out of those trying experiences. And I thought, thus far, doing the final year of schooling is as close as I've come to hardship and hard times. So that's all I've really got to write my blues songs about. So I wrote this after a trying year of homework. We've started singing it with a bit of extra oomph recently. Elsie and I have dropped out of uni at the start of this year, and Anita's quit her full-time primary school teaching job, and we've thrown it all in to be folk musicians. It's a pretty liberating feeling. We'll let you know how we feel after a year of doing this, but so far it's pretty great. Liberation from hardship, finishing school and folk music. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as I upon your skin. You feel warm within. We are walking the paths we chose. We are warm, we are not very close. We will dance to the sound of the sun. We will come undone. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within. Now I feel like we've been let go. No longer used for the things that we know. And now we feel like we've been rubbed wrong. We leave our dead skins on the floor. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within. We wanted to spend more time, but now we can start. We know we won't let that tear us apart, but there is more than we ever could see. We never won't know what we dream. The water will run out, but that won't stop you now. The water will run out, but that won't stop you now. The water will run out, but that won't stop you down. The water will run out, but that won't. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within. Let the sun pierce through the clouds as eyes upon your skin. You feel warm within.
Alright, we're going to sing you a cover now by a wonderful singer-songwriter, Kate Rusby, called Lately.
Does anyone out there know Kate Rusby? Oh, yes, this is so cool. Every time we've said that in the UK, there have been like plenty of people who know her. It never happens back home. She's never come out to Australia before, and rumour has it that she doesn't like flying, which is a little bit of a problem if you want her to come to Australia as much as we do. So if what's that phrase? If the mountain won't come to Muhammad, then Muhammad must go to the mountain. And here we are. Muhammad's come to the mountain, kind of. We'll have to see her while we're here. And lately, my Lately's time is rolling by. is rolling by, and lately how you break me as time is rolling by, and time even slowed down for me. Then time forgot I was ever around, 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 lately. You can't save me as time is rolling by. You move bravely, but I'm lately as time keeps rolling by, and time should make a new start for me, but time keeps breaking my heart for me. Then time forgot I was ever around, 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 around.
Thanks so much for listening. We're the Mae Trio. We're from Australia, Melbourne, Australia. We brought with us some of our album. They're down there, artfully displayed on a multi-level display system, which I spent way too long deciding on earlier. But come and say hello. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to meet some Cardiff locals. And if
We
you
really love the accent here. Anyone's got a great accent, we really want to hear from you.
we sure do. Or if you want to come and say hello in Welsh, that'd be also extremely cool. Anyway, if you're here for Warhorse, I hope it's great.
Yeah, we're just at the beginning of our first ever tour of the UK, and so if you're interested in hearing how that goes, we're on Facebook, and yeah. We are going to finish now with a song that I wrote based on my favourite proverb, which says, "Never dump a songwriter." You get the gravy and I'll take the points, honey, you travel safely. I'll go walking home, honey, don't try and save me, I'm better off alone. you get gravy, I'll take your bones, honey, you travel safely. I'll go walking home, honey, don't try and save me. I'm better off alone, honey, now. Honey, won't you stay? Honey, won't you stay at home? Honey, won't you leave? Honey, leave enough alone. Honey, won't you stay? Honey, won't you stay at home? Honey, won't you leave?